Hi guys, welcome to the reading. These are the 3 piles for today's general reading. This reading is timeless, so whenever it finds you is the right time. We have pile 1, which is the beautiful Angelite. Choose whichever pile speaks to you the most. The Aquamarine is pile 2. And pile 3 is KYANITE. Remember that it's a general reading, so take whatever resonates, but my intention is that the right people find this reading and are guided to the correct crystal, the crystal that carries the message that is needed to be heard. It is possible that multiple of the piles have information for you, so truly, fully and completely follow your intuition in choosing the piles, and I hope you enjoy. The pile stamps are below in the description, and I'll put them in the comments as well. Thank you. Hello, group 1. You have chosen the beautiful Angelite, and the card, the oracle card that came out with it, is the After the Rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. So this is the first card in the deck. At the same time, the message of the card is about relief, like an ending of something difficult, acceptance of something ending as well, because not everything that ends brings a relief. Some endings require acceptance to be able to move forward. So this is a general reading, of course, so there are different situations. I feel some people are finally finished with something, so they're feeling relief. Some of you it's about acceptance of an ending, so something is ending and it requires that you let it go. And the silver lining reminds us that with every ending, there's a new beginning. And this is the first card of the deck, so it definitely reminds us that just because something is ending doesn't mean everything is over. There's always a new beginning with at every finish line. Now I will shuffle the tarot cards. I like to shuffle them as I'm speaking. So this is a very interesting card. It is bringing, it does, I think, relief, right? But, okay. Let's see what else what else the Spirit wants us to know? So, the Seven of Wands, this is someone confident, someone accomplishing something, someone having skills and knowing how to deal with a situation. But there is a situation, and it requires management of emotion, releasing emotion, letting what is happening flow, let the energies you're experiencing and that are coming your way, let them flow through you. So what I mean with that, when we're experiencing an ending of some kind, it can be overwhelming and it can take us by surprise. We may even believe that we are ready to let something go, but when it comes to that moment, it can be really hard. And I do feel like there are some emotions that you have to just, if tears come up, let them come up. It will only leave you feeling better afterwards. I'm feeling choked up. I feel like there are some big changes that you likely know about. This is not something that's gonna be surprising to you. It is something you're aware of is coming to an end, and maybe you're in the midst of this, of experiencing this situation where something must be let go of to move on and start a new chapter. What else, Spirit? What else does Pile 1 need to know about their situation? So these are the current energies. What are we moving away from? 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 Oh. What else? What else, Spirit? What else does Pile 1 need to hear? What other messages? Ultimately, this is 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, the last card of not of the deck, but of the Cups cards, the last one. And then we have Ace of Swords, which is accomplishment, right? An ending to something, but happiness with the ending. So like I said, silver lining, and you've gained skills, whatever it's been, if it's education or something career oriented, or it can be something to do with letting go of something from the past, like maybe a home, a place, something where you have these happy memories, and you're moving on. This is a an ending that leads you to something wonderful. And ultimately, when you let go of whatever is coming to an end, it brings you into this new chapter, which requires you to let go of this. Whatever it is that you're letting go of, it requires, the new chapter requires you to let go, to make room and make space for the new. See how clear it is? The space around. Letting go of the old to let in the new. There's a lot of, I just keep noticing water here, and I keep noticing water there, and then there's loads of water here, obviously, and just it is an emotional ending, and Spirit knows that. Your guides, they know it. They are with you all the time, so they are watching you, and they are with you throughout this ending, and you will feel supported. You are supported, and this is happening for a reason. Ooh. Yeah, see, 4 of Wands. You see, it's like a portal. These are the doors into your new life. So much happiness and so many new connections and so much celebration. I don't know what it is that is ending in your life, but there I see celebration. I see accomplishment. I see acquired new skills. I see happiness, and I see memories. And it can be that you are leaving behind not only a place, but obviously if it is a place, then obviously there would be also people that you feel that you are leaving behind, or like you're moving further away from them. But the new beginning is a new chapter. It's a whole new chapter. I feel a little tension in my right shoulder. Ooh. Are you stressed about this ending? Are you not looking forward to it? Okay, can we have more clarification? Can we have clarification for the Page of Cups? It is something new you're moving in towards. You know, it is something new you are stepping into. And you can see the future. You can see the future. You can see, I mean, you know what's coming next. But you have not experienced it before. So let's say if you're moving to a new place, like, you know that you are doing it, but you haven't been there. You don't know how it is to live there. Or let's say you're starting a new job. You know that what job it is, but you've never done that kind of a job before, or you've never worked in that specific place. There is some newness to the when you think about the new chapter. It does seem, you may even feel that you're not qualified. Like, you know you're qualified, but are you confident? Are you confident? Because you are qualified. Then we have strength. You are... So this is the card of confidence, right? I feel like it is a confirmation that you have it within you. You have it within you. You see how this lady is treating the lion? She's confident that she is the one in charge, that the lion, despite how much the lion is capable of in terms of, you know, in terms of what a lion could do to a human if it wanted. But the woman is confident that no matter how big and how strong the lion is, she knows that she is safe and she knows how to handle the lion. She's not afraid. She has the confidence. She knows that it's okay. It's okay. No matter what kind of a challenge you have ahead of you, you are capable. It may look scary, it may look big and scary and new, and you may not even be sure completely how to react in every single situation. You may even be visualizing like what could go wrong. And imagine if this woman kept visualizing what could go wrong by petting this lion. You know, would that help her? No. And that's not the energy she's embodying, right? She's not embodying fear. She's not embodying doubt. And that is step number one in being fearless and not having doubts, is to actually be in the energy of clarity and confidence and trust and faith and the knowing that everything is going to work out no matter what happens, no matter what situation occurs. She knows that she will have the tools, the mental tools, the emotional tools, and the physical tools to handle whatever situation, and that spirit is with her and is supporting her no matter what. And you see, the lion is not even, the lion is licking her hand. You know, it's about the perspective. Because you can view the lion as a scary, wild animal, but you can also view the lion as a beautiful, gorgeous animal who is kind and who adores. See, that she adores. I keep saying she, but you know, but he, whatever the gender of the lion. Oh wait, no, I'm so sorry, Joe. I'm so sorry. Lion, that's a he, right? Oh my goodness. This is, oh yeah, sorry. I guess I haven't been watching enough National Geographic. This is a lion. It's a he. Obviously, it's a he. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. So back to my point. The lion is kind, right? From afar it may look scary, but it's not necessarily scary. And that's the same with your new beginning. You have the strength, you have what it takes. Just believe it, just embody that faith and trust and clarity and confidence. It's like, it's almost the kind of like fake it till you make it quote, but it's not exactly what I mean, because you're not faking it. You got this. You just have to realize it, believe it, and trust it. Like, if I trust that I can handle a situation, I will straighten my back. I will let my shoulders sink down, and I will look in the eyes of whatever person, I don't know what kind of situation it is. If I had to go and speak to someone, right, I will go and I will walk confidently and I will speak to them and I'll see what happens. Even if it's an uncomfortable situation or like an uncomfortable conversation, if I choose not to believe that I have what it takes, then I won't embody that body language, and maybe I will even avoid that conversation. You know, you see how just the attitude alone can affect the situation a lot, despite the fact that you may have everything you need to accomplish something, but if you don't believe it, right? So, and 8, by the way, is the number of abundance and the number of balance. Definitely see how balance is depicted here. So trust that you have it. You have what it takes for the new beginning. It's completely understandable that there can be some worries, and you know, with all new beginnings, there's some feelings that come up, you know, of it's something new, and obviously we won't feel as confident with doing new things as we are when we're doing things we're used to doing. So that is completely normal. Just a reminder to make sure that your mind is not allowing you to be confused with all these illusions of all these things you should fear, because there's literally nothing to fear. Just pet the lion, you know, just go for it. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, and okay, let's get one last card from the Good Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fairy deck. Or I like to call it fairy deck because there are so many beautiful fairies in here. So, let's see. Let's shuffle it and ask Spirit for any last messages. Are there any people that you're maybe... Yeah, I do feel like there are some people that you're meant to be letting go of. That you don't need, that you have been seeing as people that are in your life or have been in your life for a while, that are like maybe stable friends, people that you have a connection with, but that the connection with them, not the connection, but like an active relationship, as in either friendship or just maybe they're friends you don't really see often. So it's not like an actual ending of those friendships or that friendship, but there is, it's like you are not meant to be in each other's lives anymore. It's like that their role in your life and vice versa has expired. It's like you've gone too far. It's you're living and you've developed, you've grown, and they have developed and grown, but it's just it doesn't match anymore. You don't complement each other in the way where it would be, I don't want to say practical, but where it's necessary to continue to influence each other in this life. I'm not saying you will never see them again, but I did get a flash, a feeling that you're actually kind of happy about that you feel that this may not relate to everyone, but some of you definitely have someone that it's time to, they're moving away, or you're just not meeting up when you usually do, or there's some disconnect. There's like a friendship or relationship that's not, it's not a close relationship, but it is, it could be like a childhood friend, or like just someone that's been in your life for a long time, but they're not like a best friend. It's just someone who you did like to meet up with, maybe every summer, maybe like when you're in town, or like in some context you used to remember each other and meet up, and now it is no longer happening or going to happen. But it's like a natural development of that friendship. It's something that just has naturally come to an end. It's not an abrupt, sudden kind of ending. So don't worry. It's nothing you don't already know about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it definitely does not. It's not a message for you specifically. Let me see. Queen of Fire, that heart chakra, but you can see it's solar plexus, isn't it? Because it's yellow. Yellow is the solar plexus, and the heart chakra is green, and that would be a little above. But she has, yeah, that is solar plexus. Yes. Oop, yep, solar plexus. I'm sorry. It's just the heart made me right away think it's heart chakra, but it's obviously solar plexus, and that is the doer, the chakra that gives us confidence, right? Is the chakra that gives us energy to do things and confidence. So I clearly see why it came up here. But we'll read what the book says to be more specific. Queen of Fire, creative collaborations, soul connections, passion inspired by spirit, artist. I am capable of strong friendships that inspire me and encourage me to express myself in my own way. I co-create with others, dedicated to a vision of achieving the highest good of all. How might I join in the dance of co-creation, letting spirit flow through me and inspire me to express my passions? So that's a question. How might I join in the dance of co-creation, letting spirit flow through me and inspire me to express my passions? So this is a definite encouragement of following your heart, following your passion, and trusting spirit, that you're being guided, right? You're being guided, letting yourself be guided, first of all, and trusting where you are guided, that it is towards something that will bring you a lot of a lot of fulfillment in your life. And obviously the way of your heart, the way of achieving fulfillment is by following that voice within, that feeling. What do you want, right? What is it that you really want to do? What is it that feels good to you? So you will definitely know when you are being guided and towards what. And that's that can be, you can see the difference between the things that you should be doing and the things that you actually want to do by observing the emotion you're feeling in your body. So how can you trust trust those feelings more? And it's interesting, it says, I am capable of strong friendships that inspire me and encourage me to express myself in my own way. So the friendship I was talking about, and the people that you may be letting go of, or maybe just moving away from, but not completely, never seeing them again, or that you're truly ending friendships, but maybe you are. And this is an interesting line, an interesting affirmation that this card represents, that I am capable of strong friendships that inspire me and encourage. Are those friendships, are the friendships in your life inspiring you? Are they encouraging you to express yourself authentically and be truly who you are? Are they supportive of your path, of who you are as a human being? Or do you have to adjust your energy and your behavior and your words around them, right? So maybe that is something you can reflect upon in general, but it's possible that that is a hint for why it's time to leave whatever you are leaving behind, so that you can be more of who you really truly are authentically. And the new chapter is more supportive of the authentic version of you. That I definitely see. So the more you let whatever is already moving away from you, let it go, the easier, because it's time either way, whether it is comfortable or not. It is time for this new chapter. So if you have difficulty moving on, reflect. What is it that you're truly moving on from? Is it the idea of like an idea of these people and of these places? Or because it's always sad, it can always be moving to let something go, but it doesn't mean that it's a wrong decision to let it go. I'm sending you so much love and so much courage and so much fearlessness and so much clarity, and I hope you feel the relief. And whatever it is that's ending, I can see that you've gained a lot of knowledge, and you have gained a lot in this chapter that is now closing, and it's closing because you're meant to be experiencing even greater things and even more happiness. So wake up your inner lion and believe that even though something is new, it doesn't mean that you are not capable of doing it, of experiencing it, of having it, whatever it is for you. It's new, and it's not gonna be new forever. Yes. So that's my message for you. I mean, these are times of lots of endings and lots of new beginnings for the collective at the moment. So I truly feel you. I do feel myself choking up and feel some tears in my eyes, but those are not sad tears. Those are tears of gratitude for everything that has been, and just smiling, looking towards what's coming, because there's lots of great things that are coming. I wish you lots of luck and blessings, and may you always know, trust, and believe that Spirit is with you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Like, comment. I love to hear from you, and share if it feels right for you. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. Hi, group 2. The card for you is Rose Without Thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. This is the aquamarine crystal with this oracle card. And now I'm gonna shuffle the tarot deck to find what messages we have for you, group 2. Wow. But by the way, just so you know, I don't read the cards upside down. I feel like there are enough cards in this deck, 78 cards, to bring out complex enough messages that I don't need to read them upside down, and I'm just used to doing it this way. So just so you know. But wow. So first of all, the oracle card in and of its own. So this is the I like to just peek a little what ends up being underneath the deck, and that's the Knight of Cups, and it is movement forward, and I see a lot of wonderful energy here. So Rose Without Thorns, it's actual fact that not all roses have thorns. There are kind of roses that actually grow without thorns, and that's a wonderful symbol for this energy that this oracle card is speaking of. Enjoy your life. You have your energy is so inspiring to other people, and you are a hard worker. I'm literally tearing up. You are a hard worker, and you tend to take life seriously, your work, and even in your free time you may be a person who is very observant of how they spend time, with whom they spend their time, and are focused on self-care, and at least take some notice on their consumption, whether it's how much news they are watching, what conversations they're having with people, what content do these conversations have, and it can be of like what foods you choose to eat and not eat. It can be so many different things, but you do care about your health, and you are a very responsible person, and your energy is so inspiring, and it's so bright. You shine so bright even when you walk on the street and in public in general, and you may not feel like you're doing anything special, or you're not doing anything, but people feel your energy even from a distance. And this is such a gift. You influence other people's energy, even without intentionally trying to influence anyone, or trying. Your energy is very you are contagious. Not you are, but your energy is contagious in a very good way. The more you take care of yourself, the more you shine, and you have been doing a lot of work on yourself, and you are now receiving rewards. If you haven't already received some good news, or some awesome results, consequences of your hard work, in a good way, consequences like rewards, or a promotion, or money, material wealth, or any kind of something from someone else, or something else that literally is what you've been working towards. You've been working hard, and now it's paying off. You're receiving all the things. It's not just random blessings. It's like, if you haven't received already, you will be receiving very soon. A reward for something that you have been working hard on to achieve, whether it's passing an exam, whether it's passing a test, or receiving a diploma, or a certification, or a document of a qualification, something that you really, some good news, something you really truly deserve, and you have given up a lot to. Like I said, you seem as like a person that's very responsible, hardworking, and this is a reminder to enjoy your life, and remember that you are enough, even if you're not moving a finger, and that you're actually contributing to this world and influencing people even without trying. You are a star. That's what the message is. Came out loud and clear. Let's see what else. There must be something else. I mean, these were loaded 2 cards. What else, Spirit? What else does group 2 need to know? Ooh, yes. This is either something that's coming in, or let me see. I see that you are already celebrating, but you will be, there is a new beginning, and you are qualified for this next step in your career. Something to do with earning money. There's a new beginning and you are ready. You are not yet there. It hasn't started, but you have everything in place to begin: the confidence, the skill, the qualification. You're ready for a new challenge. You have the wisdom and the knowledge to grow further, and it's like you're moving forward to something, but you're not in active movement yet. You're taking a break, you're preparing for it, but I can see that you're already prepared. Like, there's nothing you need to do to be any more prepared for it. You are already. Did you see the overwhelming yellow in this card? The overwhelming strong, intense, vibrant. This reminds me of solar plexus, which is the chakra of confidence, of energy to go forth and do things, to do. So let's say if a person is drained and burnt out, then that means that their solar plexus needs some healing, needs that their solar plexus is overworked, imbalanced, right? As well as if someone is doing very little movement, right? They're moving, they're doing very little, they're not following their passions, they're neglecting then the solar plexus in a different manner. It's imbalanced again because there's too little of that. Or let's say you're not sure, you don't have confidence, you feel insecure, you have anxiety, then that can be a sign that the solar plexus is also blocked or it needs some healing, is imbalanced. Because solar plexus, as I said, confidence, having energy, being passionate, those are the energies of solar plexus. And this card has an overwhelming yellow background, which gives me the impression that you already have all of this, that the solar plexus is in balance, and that is honestly the best state it can be in, especially before a new beginning, especially before a new challenge. And then we have this. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this is also talking about balance. Balancing the solar plexus may be why all of this about possibly being drained and all these examples of the different imbalances of solar plexus and how it looks like, maybe those are relevant to some of you. Maybe you need to take care of your solar plexus more before this beginning, but I see that you have literally everything you need to do it. The focus here is definitely on solar plexus, meaning that also what you are doing more of, or there's something you're doing right now. Either something you've started to do more of, or just that new beginning. It has to do with your passion. This reading is definitely highlighting the solar plexus a lot. Okay, let's get something more. So beware, all I've already said about the solar plexus. Seems like you're asked to reflect upon that. If it feels like, yes, you are following your passions, you are confident in yourself, in your skills, in your work, you're doing what you love, or you're going to do what you love, you feel happy about that, all the choices in terms of your in career, you're not overworked, or neglecting your passions, then definitely I see that your energy does come through in this reading. But if you find yourself realizing that maybe you may need some solar plexus healing on right now, just at the top of my head, I know that being in the sun is healing for the solar plexus. So let's say if you can lie outside in nature, just be in nature, just be in the sunlight more. And if you are overworked, take a break. If you are neglecting your passions, or maybe there are choices where you tend to, or you have rather done what you think you should be doing instead of what you want to do, that's a big collective realization in this moment. People pleasing tendencies. And okay, I have an example. So if a friend asks you, would you like to join us for whatever, something, and then you feel like not really, you would rather, in like an ideal world, you would rather say no, but you feel like you should say yes because you're invited. So if you're invited, then people probably hope that you will come, and they will probably be disappointed if you say no. And we create these stories in our minds like we should say yes, right? So we end up yes, throat chakra, speaking our truths, right? That is a very important thing. And that's how we heal our throat chakra, just speaking our truth. We're not trying to hurt anyone, we're just speaking our truth. And that is very important. Whilst we're moving through life, that we are true and honest to ourselves and to others in the world. That's how we shine the brightest, that's how we can inspire people, and that's to dare to be themselves, and to dare to so okay, back to my example, sorry. And then let's say you reply, yeah, sure, yes, I do want to join you, but you don't mean it 100%. You don't, like, you would rather say no, but you just feel like you should say yes. And then let's say, yeah, you have these arguments for why you should, and it's probably the best thing. But then, have you never before invited someone because you felt like you wanted to be inclusive, and you felt like, oh, maybe that person would like to join, I'll ask just in case, like, I don't know, there's a group of friends gathering, and you think, oh, I know another friend who might want to join, I'll ask them. And you truly want their honest opinion, like, you thought of them and you wanted to be inclusive, you wanted to include them, you wanted to let them know that, hey, this thing is going on, if you like, if you have time, you're welcome to join. you didn't mean to pressure them into coming. You didn't expect that they're gonna say yes or no, or and if not, then you know, I'm gonna be disappointed. Can you see it from that perspective, where it can end up in that situation that both people have good intentions, you know, but in the end, what ends up happening is that one person invited another person who said yes and came to the party or whatever it is without really wanting to do it, and maybe not even enjoying themselves that much, because maybe they in the end regret that they didn't stay home instead, or didn't do their original plans. You see how that can go a little wrong on both sides, because like, if I ask someone, would you like to join, like, if they don't want to join, imagine how bad I would I imagine how bad I would feel if I found out that person said yes just because they were afraid to disappoint me or something. Like, that most of the time, these stories that we create in our heads for why we should or shouldn't do things are honestly just our own creations, illusions, in other words. And even if someone would truly become disappointed if you said no or yes or whatever, because it was your truth and that's how you felt, and you were asked the question and you answered 100% honestly to the feelings that you were feeling, and another person becomes disappointed with your answer, is that your responsibility to make sure they don't get disappointed? Is that your responsibility, their feelings, how they choose to react to something, how they choose to react to you? No. So yeah, do what feels right for you, because in the end that pays off. You end up attracting people who also are true to themselves, say what they mean, and are not afraid to be honest, and then you actually don't have less conflict in your life, and you feel really good because you know you can be honest with your friends and they will understand because they're honest with you. I'm not saying that you're not honest. I'm saying that speaking your utmost truth, like, I know this really well from personal, you know, for me personally, it can be, this challenge has come up for me as well. It's surprisingly hard sometimes to say no, even in the most silly situations, and we have to just remember to shift our perspective to, you know, who am I living for? Who am I trying to please? Why? You know? Trying to answer the why. Am I saying this? Why am I doing this? What is my intention behind this? Because in the end, we live lives. I mean, the choices you make create your reality. So why not make choices that make us feel good, so we can live in a reality that makes us feel as good as we possibly can feel? We can't control everything, but there's a lot we actually can control if we take a look at our life and all the choices that we can all the choices that we make, and can where we can choose alternatives. Okay, that was a lot just in 4 cards actually. So you have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. This goes back to exactly what I'm talking about. The more true to yourself that you are, the more peaceful and sweet life will be, and you have a right to have a wonderful, sweet, and joyful life. You don't have to live for other people. You don't have to live for others and others' opinions. That's not true. We weren't born on this planet to follow others. We all have the same right to make our own choices over our own realities, our own lives, our own bodies, the feelings we feel, the people we want to surround ourselves with, everything where we make a choice we can affect. And a lot of the time, if we really closely look at our lives, we're actually working against ourselves. When we tell ourselves, I have to, I should, I must, it would be better if. Why? Who wins in the end? Is it the other person? Then no. Like, I'm not saying be selfish and narcissistic. That's absolutely not what I'm trying to convey here. But live as joyfully as you can, and that means really pay attention to where you're restricting yourself from joyful experiences because you have an idea that, for instance, if you have a chance or possibility of saying no to working extra hours at work, would you say yes because you feel like, yeah, today I could work an extra hour, that's cool, that's fine, would actually be really beneficial because I'm saving up for something, whatever? Or is the yes backed up by these illusion arguments which tell you that you should because otherwise you're not a hard worker, otherwise you're lazy, or how can you say no to work? Like, there are other people that are unemployed, like I can't afford to say no to more work, and it doesn't matter that my body is in pain or something because that only proves to me that I'm a hard worker and that's normal. I shouldn't complain or shouldn't take a break. Or these are just randomly coming out different ways that we can be toxic to ourselves by creating these arguments of how basically what we're saying there is, no, I don't deserve rest. No, I don't deserve to take a break. No, I don't deserve to feel good in my body and take care of my health and rather take an extra hour of rest than work an hour too long from what my body can take, or my mind, or it depends, of course, of what kind of work it is. And even if the work is connected to your passion, that's actually very easy to overwork without even like, I hear of people who are so passionate about their work and they even forget to eat because they're so in this like bubble of creativity and doing and it doesn't have to be that you're like in a job where you're suffering or something. It can be, but overall it can be easy to forget to take a 5-minute break and breathe if you have the opportunity. Slow down. Maybe you don't have to walk as fast. Maybe you don't have to run to the car. Maybe you can relax your jaw. Maybe you can let your shoulders sink down. Maybe you can take that extra deep breath and close your eyes for a minute and just like let out a sigh. Maybe you can take a extra day off or anything. I'm not telling you to do anything here. I'm just giving you some food for thought of how we can tend to speak to ourselves and how, like, what why are we taking, reflect upon why are we choosing what we're choosing sometimes. Because we're actually sometimes convinced of these old beliefs where, you won't have enough unless you break your back for whatever, that you have to earn everything with hard work, and that is really not true. You don't have to put in blood, sweat, and tears. Actually, the more you take care of yourself and your peace and your joy and your mind and your body and your happiness and your spirit and your friends and your environment, the more fulfilling your life will be, and the more things will come to you, and the more you will see how beneficial and beneficial the rest is, and how beneficial it is to take a day just doing something fun, going to the beach, or just like taking a walk and doing something that's not necessarily that serious, playing a game, watching a bird. Everything doesn't have to be so super serious, and actually letting the mind rest and the body rest, and that inner child, letting the inner child come forth and play is actually a very, if we have to say productive, if we're talking about productivity, it actually can be a very productive thing to do. And in this society, the more you take care of yourself, we have to think long term. We can't keep grinding, we can't keep hustling, right? We have to balance out that solar plexus. So I would advise you to do some research on solar plexus. Search up some very easy. You can even listen to frequencies on YouTube that correlates to them. To listen to the frequency of the solar plexus at night or in meditation, or just I like to sometimes turn on some frequencies just whilst I'm cleaning my room or just doing something to have in the background. But yeah, search up what other things are beneficial to solar plexus. So again, if it's overworking, then it's take a rest, sit in the sun, listen to frequencies, and there are other tips. I would suggest you look them up. That can be really beneficial, and reconnect to that child within you is honestly the message I see here. And I would normally get more cards, but I feel like these were loaded already, so I'll get another good tarot card, and then yeah, I think that'll be enough. Okay, Spirit. 4 of Earth. Now I will read to you the 4 of Earth. Ownership, the beauty of divine order, and trusting in a solid foundation. Even if I feel shaken up and am unable to understand why things happen as they do, I know for certain that divine order manifests in all aspects of my life. What I have built rests on a solid foundation, so there is no need to fear. While it is true that nothing is permanent in the material world, I find security in the existence of a divine plan. Spirit is always there to remind me that I am exactly where I am meant to be for my highest good and the highest good of all, and that I always have abundance available to me. Oh, that was so beautiful. I will end it with that because I will end this reading with that. That was wonderful. That was so beautiful. Oh, that was so beautiful. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope you take rest if you need it. I hope you are excited about the new beginning. It seems like you are. It seems like it's something you may be passionate about. It seems like you're ready, and I can see that you are an absolute star, and if you haven't already, you will be receiving many blessings in the very, very near future as rewards again of previous work that you've done that you absolutely deserve to celebrate and be super, super proud of yourself. You are a shining star. You are such a lovely, lovely person. You have such a great work ethic, so please take a break if you need it. You do not owe anyone anything. Take care of yourself first and foremost so that you can shine even brighter and so you can be around people even more and have the energy to share even more, because you have so much light to share, and it's so important that you share your light, especially in today's world where we need people like you. And you are a star, baby. You are a star. Please take care of yourself. I appreciate you being here, and I truly hope you received this message well and that there was something here for you, and I wish you the best of luck forward, and I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings. They are already on their way, and yeah, so much love to you. Thank you so much. Like and comment anything you would like to say. I love to connect with you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, pile 3. This is the card from the Oracle, the Rose Oracle deck that came out for you with the crystal Kyanite. So the interesting thing that happened is that this one popped out of the pile, and then when I moved it, there was another card underneath, also upright, and it was this one: release the petals, transformation, death, rebirth, shedding all change. So I chose to keep the one that was that I saw first. I'll say that with every reading, I set the intention that the right people will find the right message and will be guided to the right crystal. Of course, all of this is intuitive, and there can be several messages across several piles that are meant for you. That is for you to decide. But okay, let me see. So I said this to the other pile as well. I don't read cards when upside down. I only read them like this. Don't linger too long. Don't forget to turn around when it's time and let go of what has come to an end. Breathe out and look up. There is so much wonderful that is honestly already knocking on your door if it's not already here. So this reading is talking about change. Okay, we got 4 cards. Interesting. And the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I like to look at the bottom of the deck because it gives me like it's not always a positive message, but it's always positive in some way, right? Because you can always learn and receive advice no matter what the card is. But I really like to peek and look. And the Lovers, that's a lot of love, and this is the first one that I saw. Literally like a portal and entering into your new chapter. Maybe you are moving home. Maybe you are letting go of some friends and gaining new ones. Maybe there is something you've achieved and now you can move forward and achieve even higher goals. This is a very beautiful card, and by the way, this is a twin flame card, and I will not say that there is a new person coming into your life, romantically speaking, but it gave me like a flash of the lot further into the future. It's just so you know that. Let me see. Then we got these three. Oh, and we got, this is Three of Pentacles, and we have Three of Swords, and we have Three of Cups. 3, 3, 3. Interesting. Lots of threes. Okay. And 333 is the angel number of support. That you're being guided and supported at all times. And here I see you know what? I do believe that this reading has to do with your love life. Because these were very a new chapter, something you have to let go of and to move into your new chapter. And I feel like this definitely is the gateway, like the entering of this new chapter. And it is a twin flame heart, and we did have the Lover's card, and then we have the card of patience, healing your heart, letting go of past hurt, and then not looking anymore for these how will I phrase this? If you have intended to find a new partner, I just saw flashing lights from a window. I don't know what that was, but those were flashing lights. When I said if you have intended to find a new partner. And I'll say what I feel here. There is someone there for you, but they will only show up unexpectedly. So looking for them, I'm not saying isolate yourself, don't be in public, don't date or any of that. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just moving your focus, because you have, according to these cards, already invested enough energy into this and cleared enough of the path for this new person to come into your life. But they will come into your life when you keep your focus on yourself, when you are fully in your energy. when you are happy, when you are focused on your own life, your own success, having fun, celebrating, feeling happy, feeling joyful, doing the things that you want, doing the things that you love, letting go of the past, letting go of the past. Whatever is still lingering, whatever flashbacks, whatever memories, whatever person keeps coming up from the past in your head, I'm saying in your mind, or maybe in the physical realm, don't let them distract you. And honestly, what I'm saying, don't distract yourself with anything from the past, any situations from the past, because the future is unknown. Fall into her arms, in the arms of mystery. Trust, because whatever has been, but the future always holds the possibility of something new, and every day something new happens. You never replicate the exact way anything that you do, even the things that we do every day. We never do them exactly the same. It's always a new day. It's always, we are one day older, one day wiser. We have so many experiences. We never stay the same. Nothing stays the same, and nothing repeats. But it's the perception we may have that, oh no, these patterns have existed in the past, I don't want them to happen again. Just because something has happened in the past doesn't mean there's more likelihood of it happening again, unless the circumstances are repeated. Then yes, the same situation will occur. And that's why it's so important to stop focusing on what has been what's gone wrong, and what's gone wrong in the past, because those things have happened, and the less focus you give them, the less energy you send them, and therefore the less likely they are to occur. If you move your energy into self-healing, joy, happiness, friends, community, collaboration, truly focusing on how you feel and living your best life and truly enjoying life, that is where your everything of the wonderful is attracted to you. When you are focusing on feeling wonderful, wonderful things are attracted to you, not when you are being afraid of something from the past repeating itself. That's not the energy, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Focus on yourself. Looking at others, that's not how you'll get there. And it's the scenario, it's all close, right? It's not far into the future. All you have to do is go back into yourself, connect to yourself fully and completely, find the paradise within, the heaven within, and everything you desire will literally fall into your arms. So that's what I see with the hermit. Take a step back, but not in a sad way. Take a step back here. Confidence, feeling great about yourself, focusing on healing your insecurities and your limiting beliefs. Focusing on your feelings. And I'm not saying just, be happy, smile, that's when all great things happen. We have different kinds of emotions, right? We can feel sadness, we can feel we have different kinds of emotions, right? We can feel sadness, we can feel lots of different emotions, but not sitting too long in the emotions that do not serve, right? Sadness serves a purpose. Sitting too long in sadness starts to become as an obstacle for the flow of life, for the flow of your energy. Nothing is permanent, everything is temporary. Once we start holding on to something, gripping onto something for too long, it interrupts this flow. And the higher vibrational emotions are superior, and I'll tell you why. The good always wins. Sit down and sit in neutral environment. When we feel neutral to something, when we have a neutral opinion, when we, let's say, sit and look at a cloud and just breathe and are completely neutral to everything that's happening around us and within us, how do we feel then? What emotion? Is it a bad feeling? Does this scenario sound like that would make us feel sadness or annoyance? Any of those, any emotions that we like to call negative, that are really just of lower frequency, but they are all necessary because we live in a world of opposites. We live in a world where if you have experienced misery, you have access to ecstasy. So it is completely normal. There are no bad emotions, but there are lower frequency energies. Doesn't mean they're bad. That's just something we've decided because we don't find it comfortable to feel certain emotions sometimes. But when we feel neutral, think about meditating, right? You come into a state of neutrality. You don't think about anything, you don't make up opinions in your mind. You choose to respond to the world rather than react to it. And when we do that, we come back to ourselves and our power and our control to choose what happens next, right? We can't choose what happens, what world will, what other people, what the world, what circumstances will occur in our reality. And that's why it can be hard to surrender. That's why it can be hard to let go, because we have all these ideas of how we want things to be and how we want things to go. But when we come back to a state of neutrality, we actually feel peace. And that is why the good always wins. That is why wonderful feelings. That is why higher frequency feelings like joy and happiness and love, that is why those feelings are superior. Yes, that's what I see. That's what I see. It is absolutely necessary for you to let go of whatever has been. Detox, cleanse. The different ways of doing that, many different ways. Go in nature. Just by being in nature in and of itself is cleansing for this, the energy, aura, the soul. Clears your mind. Stabilizes your nervous system. I'll now get a card from the Good Tarot. What is the final message? Ooh, wow, beautiful. Fortune's Wheel, the 10th card. That is also speaking of an ending, a closing of a chapter. And with each door that closes, another one opens. And the Fortune's Wheel, you see a heart there. I'm telling you, all you have to do is just take a step back, be less attached to the outcomes, surrender, accept more of the unknown, and becoming comfortable in not knowing, and maybe even being uncomfortable, learning to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, right? It is a skill to acquire in life. It is not easy, but it is so rewarding when we practice flowing through life and situations, responding instead of reacting, right? Fortune's Wheel, that is one of the major arcana cards. So it's a very powerful message. I will find the text and read it for you now. Fortune's Wheel, destiny meets synchronicity. Once you start communicating with the guides, with your angels, with your ancestors, whoever's watching over you, the synchronicities in your life, the magical occurrences truly increase, and it's so wonderful to experience, to be honest. I am in awe to experience many meaningful coincidences that prove to me that Spirit has my back. These lucky breaks and moments when things just turn out perfectly show how we're all connected. My gamble will pay off when I trust my co-creative partnership with Spirit. My destiny is obvious to me now. Wow, this is a perfect message. Surrender, trust, have faith, and you're always supported, even when you're experiencing the heavier kinds of emotions, and even when the past still haunts us, we are always supported. And this is a very clear guided message of that. Trust, and at this time, focus on yourself. You're always guided by Spirit. Express yourself, speak your truth, be you, authentically you, in your power, in the environment that encourages you to blossom and bloom and grow and feel supported and loved and wonderful. We all have a right to live a fulfilling, wonderful life. And this is a message for you that Spirit has your back, and all your desires will be received by you in due time. What you need to do now is less active effort and more trust. Breathe and know that it is coming. With every end, there's a new, wonderful beginning. Thank you so much. This was such a wonderful message. I hope it resonated. I hope you received something from this reading that was supportive of where you are today and what you needed to hear. I truly hope this helped. If not, you are welcome to check one of the other piles. If I remember correctly, number 2 had also something about change and transformation. But you'll have to check. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Like, comment. I love to connect with you. I love to hear what you think and what's going on in your life. Share if it feels right for you. Either way, thank you so much. I love you and I truly appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.